The main event is here. We've been waiting for it all day long. You are live on the Shark Stream as we get ready to see two top professional players duke it out in a race to 15. It is Japan's Naoyuki versus Connecticut's Jeremy Sossei. Thank you so much for watching the Shark Stream. Hopefully everybody out there is getting ready to see this absolutely amazing matchup brought to you by the great Yale Billiards and, of course, the Shark Stream, Viking Cues, Simonis Cloth, and all of our amazing local sponsors. Please share, please like, please follow the Shark Stream as we get this match ready to go in just a few minutes. I have in the booth with me two very awesome commentators, Bobby Hunt and the Kickin' Chicken. I am your host, Tim Levine, and we are so happy to bring you this matchup. Bobby, Chicken, say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Are you guys ready to go? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to watch this match?
We are.
I cannot wait.
I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, since it was announced, really.
We have a packed house out there. VIP seating all around the tables. Naoyuki and Jeremy have both been practicing on table 8, pretty much trading racks back and forth, just breaking, shooting shots that they've been working on, and just pretty much getting the lay of the land. They're set to start for a 7 o'clock time, so we have about 6 minutes before they get going, as you were going to say, Bobby.
Is he still warming up now?
Yes,
Jeremy's
they are still warming up.
Okay.
Yep. Both of the players, you're going to know when the players are going to start as they're going to lag.
Yeah, I see.
And
okay.
That's when we'll know that the players are getting ready to start. We did set them up for a pretty sharp 7 o'clock time. We have a packed house out there, VIP seating all over the place, and none of the players are going to be affected at all by anybody else. Very, very happy to see everybody out there. The place is packed, not just for the VIP seating, but for the general admission as well. We want to give a quick shout out to all of our amazing sponsors who made this possible. Of course, our title sponsors, Viking and Simonis Cloth, but all of our amazing local sponsors, Andy Gow, one of the biggest individual sponsors in all of Connecticut Pool, JJ Fishbein, of course, Ben Strong and Brian Merrick, Harriman Real Estate, Mark Anthony Home Improvement, Agency One Group, the Connecticut APA, Vaculease, K Morgan, KM Maintenance, Nick Marino Billiard Sales and Services, Sigma Wear, Modern Barbershop, Pool Table Magic, The Enthusiast Shine, Man Cave Memories, Master Billiards, Michael's Deli, Jacoby Custom Cues, and of course their Connecticut dealer, Bart Ravezzi. And you cannot forget the amazing Yale Billiards. We are so very happy to have everybody here to watch this match. General admission and also VIP seating. All of the proceeds for the VIP seating going to the players. And they're just about getting ready to start.
Okay, we have a race to 15. It's rack your own. The 9 ball will not count on the break. You do have to call the 9. What else do we have? You're going to rack the 1 ball on the spot. Jump cues are allowed.
3-foul rule is going to be in effect, as you would expect in any professional event.
Yeah, 3 fouls in effect.
Push-outs, of course. It's all very, very standard Texas Express stuff. You know, the only difference is calling the 9 ball. Both of these players are well versed with this format of rules. Both the players agreed to it. This is going to be a race to 15. As you know, Jeremy Sossei coming off a big World Pool Championship showing. Naoyuki, of course, had a phenomenal showing at the World 10-Ball Championship, not to mention the U.S. Open. And they're both coming in super hot from top 16 or better finishes at the Predator U.S. Pro Billiard Series at the Ohio Open. I hear Bobby Hilton out there now giving some announcements. So everybody's getting ready. And a couple more shots to go, and then these two players are going to be lagging, as Bobby Hilton is announcing the players right now.
So Jeremy Sossei, he's from Watertown, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing with his Southwest cues. Been doing that in Ebony Front Southwest for quite some time, many years. He's using a Predator 314. Predator and Kamui are his sponsors. He uses a Predator BK Rush brake cue and his jump cue is a Predator as well.
Alrighty, so that covers Jeremy. Do we have any particular stats on Naoyuki?
We do. Naoyuki is using a How cue. He's using an Action brake cue. He's from Tokyo, and his sponsors are How Cues and Owl Products.
Alrighty. So Naoyuki, of course, coming in. We were able to get this matchup started because of one of our great employees here at Yale Billiards. Nana Krawick actually spoke to Oi's manager over in Japan, and she mentioned to him that he was going to be coming over here for the International 9-Ball Open, and if he wanted a place to come and play that would make him feel welcome in America, that Yale Billiards would be one of the great places to come. And so he did, and that's the reason that you are seeing him here, is he agreed to come do some exhibition matches tomorrow, and he also agreed to play a challenge match with Jeremy Sossei today. And again, like I said, all of the VIP seating and all the proceeds from that are all going back to the players. So these players are playing for a decent chunk of change. Neither of the players is putting up any of their own money. Everything that they're winning today is all going to be proceeds that were made from the VIP seating and other things that were collected for this.
So Bobby, you've been friends with Jeremy for since he's a boy, really. Would you have any insight on Jeremy and how you think he'll approach today's game?
I think Jeremy approaches every game the same way. He's intense. He bears down every ball, and I don't think anyone can take Jeremy for granted.
No.
I mean, he's capable of beating anybody.
Yeah, not at all. He's definitely
for anybody out there that doesn't know, his moniker, his pool name is the Giant Killer, and it's with good reason. He's taken down some monsters. He's finished Turning Stone twice at number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how did he do in the Worlds over in London?
Yeah, I think it was 9th.
It was, he got 9th through 16th. It was a top 16 finish.
Terrific.
I think, and he just got back from Ohio yesterday. They both just came in from Ohio.
Where they both placed in the top 16
they both
final rounds again.
the same thing together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is the lag, yeah.
Yeah, both the players are getting ready to start lagging now.
Anybody want action on the lag?
Ha ha ha.
Can we turn the light down a little bit?
Yes.
Sure thing.
We get some ambiance in here as we watch ours. And the lag, very, very good. Very close lag. Oi is going to end up winning the lag, so he will end up breaking first. Again, rack your own 9-ball. The 9-ball is, the 1 ball is going to be on the spot. And I believe it is winner breaks. Again, race to 15. And we're going to see a lot of great action here. So strap in, guys. Get your popcorn ready. We got 61 viewers for this match. It's a race to 15. Don't miss a moment of it. Naoyuki Oi versus Jeremy Sossei starts right now.
And if we didn't mention it, Naoyuki Oi ended up 3rd, 4th in the U.S. Open just a few weeks ago down in Atlantic City.
Mm-hmm.
The man is for real. His Fargo rating is 810.
I think that whoever breaks better wins this match.
Oh, of course. I mean, when it comes down to
really, at this level.
Okay, we're underway.
That's a great break by Oi.
At every break I saw him do when he was practicing, he hit perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really going to come down. It's really going to come down to it here. I mean, the break is so key in 9-ball, especially with the one on the spot. So one on the spot. So.
Well, can he go forward here and get behind the 4-ball and shoot the 2 on the side? Because if not, he's going to have a little problem. See what I mean about going 2 rails behind the pink ball?
He should be fine and able to hit the 1 ball here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
And able to hit the 2 ball. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I'm just wondering how he. I'm thinking the 2 goes on the other side if he went forward.
Yeah, if he doesn't have angle to get to the 1 ball here, then to the 2 ball, then he'll probably just cinch and leave it up on the 7. And it's funny that my normal prognostication is probably not going to work too terribly well. It's a little easier when you're trying to predict the movements of lower skilled players. Not so much when you're predicting the movements of the pros. They come out with some crazy stuff.
Well, I tried to predict Steve Abernathy last night, and that was not easy.
Yeah, well, I will say Steve Abernathy's definitely not a Jeremy Sossei or a Naoyuki Oi. So right there, he tried to do a little too much, and now he's in trouble.
That's what I thought. If he went forward, I knew the 5 was big.
Yeah.
But I thought he was so close to the long rail that he almost had to go forward.
Yeah, your pool IQ has served you well, Bobby.
Sometimes.
This shot here is gonna be a tough kick shot. You're gonna see here. You're gonna see. He looks like he's lining up to come.
Yeah.
Oh, short rail. I have to do better at drawing it than that. But 1, 2, and try to send the 2 ball up table, up into this general area while the cue ball comes back and nestles right back into here.
That would be exactly what he wants, I imagine. Well, it looks like he's really cocked and hit hard.
Yeah. Oh, he goes for the kick bank.
It's going to go.
Is it gonna go? No, it will not.
It did not.
Of course, this table is roughly a 4 1/4 inch pocket, so it is not your standard. It is not your standard Gold Crown 3. It does play a little bit tighter, a little bit tougher. That will test the players just a little bit. But these players are well known for playing on much tougher conditions than this table is going to provide. You know, especially those diamond tables with the Pro Cup pockets and the multiple shims. You probably won't see tougher conditions on this table than that, but it's definitely going to be something to keep them in check. It's not just going to be a walk in the park when it comes to making shots.
Can he cut that aside?
I believe he can.
Well, then,
And I think if he does, you're going to see him load up here with a little bit of inside to keep it so that when the ball comes out and hits the second rail, it's going to come out dead even.
Yeah, it looks like he's cutting it.
Yeah, and he's hitting it with a lot of low left spin.
Oh, he played safe.
Yeah, I think he actually ended up undercutting it because he caught a little bit too much of that point.
He did catch the point,
Yeah.
Well, let's see if Oi. How
This
do
will
you
be
pronounce that? Oi?
It'll be Oi's opportunity to come up here and make a good shot on the two.
Well, he's going to have to come with a good shot right here.
Pass by the side pocket.
I think he's going to draw it to the side long rail and just bounce to the center. Oh, he butchered that shot.
Yeah, that was missed by about
Wow.
3/4 of a diamond or so.
So we all were tight when the first start.
Yeah,
No, it's the first rack jitter, so everybody
Yeah.
gets them.
I don't
We
expect.
watched
him
these
to miss
guys in
anything.
practice; they weren't missing, and now they've got a couple of misses.
yeah, they know that each one of these shots is going to be key. It's not going to be something that you can just take for granted.
Is Jeremy cutting this, or it looks like he might be playing safe?
Yeah, it's a safety wouldn't be out of the realm here.
No,
No.
he does not hesitate to play safe. Nice shot.
No, he's a
shot.
very principled player. That's the
Yeah.
thing about Jeremy that you can guarantee. He's not going to take flyers.
No.
You know, he goes for the shot that seems to give him the greatest advantage a lot of time. I mean, it's one of the testaments that's made him such a great pro, especially in the local area. I mean, he's so very methodical with the way that he shoots. It should be noted that neither of these players is going to be, there's no shot clock out there. Neither of these players is being timed in any way, so they're free to think as long as they choose. So you're really going to get to see the true mind of the player today.
And Jeremy will think for a bit.
Oh yes, he will. He's definitely not the quickest of players by any means. He's
no Steve Abernathy.
no, he's definitely been
He's
definitely been a
over
quick.
a while.
He's definitely somebody who plays as methodical as possible.
So is he going to jump this? But I think
I
it's too
think
much
he
to ask.
kicks here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kicks here with a right hand spin and tries to kick and stick. Send the two ball
Yeah, if
two
you can.
rails here. One. Try to send the two ball down into this area and leave the cue ball right up in here. You'll have to forgive my my slight messiness when it comes to the telestrator. Very hard to do with a mouse sometimes. We have 66 people watching the stream so far. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I take that back. That's 86 people, I see. We have 89 people watching the stream now. Thank you guys so much. And again, please do share out. Do share and get that out to your different pool groups. If you're seeing it in one group, try to share it to another group.
Let's see what you can do here. 3, 2, 3, 4. You might have a little problem 4 to the 5.
That's a good shot there. Should be okay now. Now he
Yeah.
just needs to come across.
We're coming right at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in this case you'll probably see him take the rails and
I would
come
think
up into
he
this
would
area.
Try to get over by that side pocket.
Oh, he just came around because it
gives
goes
you
by the 6.
More of a target.
Yeah, it goes by the 6, so
Yeah.
it's a little more natural to fall in line. He didn't have to come across the plane of
No.
the shot. It's a good shot there by Oi. Just over a ball here, hindered a tad just by the side of the 7 ball. He'll go for extension.
How long are they staying in the area?
Oi should be here until roughly Wednesday or Thursday, and then he has a date with the International 9 Ball Open, so he will be heading down to Virginia. You're going to see here Oi is going to stretch a little bit and just try to avoid the 7 ball. He's going to hit this with a little bit of top spin and come forward. A little top left. Leave himself some kind of an angle on the 7. It's not ideal, but one rail position should get him where he needs to be.
They're so close to the rail, it's going to be a little hard to, it's going to go forward more.
Yeah,
so.
it's hard to manipulate the ball here.
Yeah.
He only has one direction to manipulate the ball.
Oh, it looks like he's going to go forward a little bit.
Yeah, I think at this
Curious
point
to see how
he
he's gonna do
realizes
it,
that he's
yeah.
just going to have to kind of power himself through this shot. You know, hit it with a little bit of right hand spin. And I'll tell you, that's a
He hit that nice.
that's a really tough shot to play when
Yeah.
you're on the rail because there's really little margin for error on those shots.
Yeah, he hit that
And he
nice.
hit that ball just about as perfect he was going to hit that. And looks like Naoyuki Oi is going to draw first blood in this match against Jeremy Sossei. He leads 1-0 after that great shot on the 7 ball. So, Steve Sutton, Death Sutton, thank you so much for joining in. Very happy to have you here. So, hopefully you guys are having a good time if you're watching away. We got Steve Sutton in the building. He's watching in. I know he's sharing to all his big groups. Thank you so much for joining in. We're gonna like that. We're gonna like that one for you. Again, you know, throw those likes out there. Please throw those shares out there. And if you like our content and see what we're doing, please drop a donation. This is all going to a very good cause and giving you more of these matches in the future. 100 people watching the stream now. We've cracked 3 figures, and we're only 1 rack in.
Yeah,
There's a great break. 2
Yeah.
ball lines up nicely. The 1 ball is sitting pretty.
the
He
1,
just-
2, 3, 4 all look pretty good.
Yeah, this is about as good. Steve, we're gonna have figures in
Just
for
have to
that.
get on the 2 ball.
Bobby was the one who Bobby Hilton was the one who compiled all of the proceeds that were donated in from outside donors and all the VIP seating, and he's going to bring that in later on, and we're going to give you a payout. Neither of these players is putting up any of their own money. This is all proceeds that are coming in from their own
I think so.
from the VIPs. So because of that, both of these players are both playing for some form of money in their pocket, win or lose. It's a great exhibition for you guys. And of course, we're doing it all free live on the stream just for you guys because we want to make sure that we're getting you quality pool content out there. Tough little shot here. It's just got to fade the side. Hit with a little bit of looks like top is what he's going to go with
He
here.
might be playing it for the corner over the other
Yeah.
side so he can stroke it.
Yeah, he's going 1 rail around
Yeah.
so he can
So
he can get on the better side of the 5.
Now he's a little funny because he's got to worry about getting by the 9 ball.
You got the 9 ball right here in the corner. It's the
Yeah.
7 ball he's got to worry about here.
Well, I was thinking.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna back cut it across or if he's gonna try. I don't think he can play it for the 5-7. It looks like he's cutting the 4 here to try to play maybe a carom on the 7. Yeah, this is
Well,
actually this is gonna get a little weird. Boy, taking no time to
He
get
doesn't-
down on this shot either.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, look at
He gets
that.
to the ball.
Yeah, that was a lot prettier than it looked. From that angle, I didn't think the 5 passed, but obviously, Oi made short work of that.
He's quick.
Yeah, when he gets into this rhythm and he knows what he's shooting, he's also used to playing, you know, with that time clock. So he's probably got that time clock in his head. You know, he can hear that matchroom beep. All right, Naoyuki Oi goes up 2-0. And again, we want to give a big special shout out to all of our sponsors and thank them so much for all of their continued support with the Shark Stream and everything that they've done to help bring this match into the forefront here. You know, if it wasn't for them, we definitely wouldn't be able to even have this match out there with all of this great equipment that we're using. I see that Squirrel's out there. Of course, Steve does, Jeremy does live in Connecticut, and it's one of the main reasons that we have him on the stream playing Oi. It's a great little matchup. Nice tune-up for Oi as we head into the International 9-Ball Open. And it's definitely no slouch. It's not to say that Jeremy can't win this. He might be down 2-0 here, but you know, they're both still pretty even.
That was a break and run.
Yep. You can't fight that. There's no fading that. You make a mistake and guy runs 4, he runs 4.
Takes such good care of that cue ball. It was the center of the table.
Yep.
That's
Probably a
2
little
racks. Yeah.
little off where he wanted to be, but this will probably be a containing safety. I don't think he's going to get too crazy here and try for anything with the 1.
I wouldn't think so because it's hard to get on the 2. Oh, you know what? He could cut it over there and hit it so soft, leave the cue ball up here, and use the 2, you know, almost like a blockers if he wanted to be a little aggressive.
Yeah, you're going to see him try to play some type of 1 rail safety here, I think. Oh, he ended up kind of going for a 2-way shot there. He kind of went for it, but didn't go for it. I would say that was more of a safe than anything.
He
But
would never want that one to go in.
that's an impressive save to you know, cut it a little bit so it goes 2 rails and lays back up in that stack like that. So for those of you that are remembering that one, don't forget that shot. It's definitely going to be a useful shot in the future.
Well, how does it? You got to have come in 2 rails. That this ball looks like a long rail, short rail. What do you think, Brian? Can he get to that long rail and then the short rail? And then after he hits it, where's it going to go?
Yeah, right after the
Yeah,
side
he's going to come.
pocket.
He's going to come 2 rails around here. It's going to be
Yeah.
1, 2.
That's right.
Yeah, how's he going to get away
3.
with this?
He just needs
Well,
to
he's
thin it on the
He
way by.
hopes he hits it full enough to get the separation
Yeah.
and stay behind these blocker
The
balls.
7 looks so big to me sitting there.
Nicely done.
Tried to thin it, but this is not going to lay up the way he wanted.
Well, now we get to see Jeremy play.
Yep, Jeremy's got a chance.
No, this is going to be Oi back to the table
Oh,
because
I'm
Jeremy
sorry.
just made that kick.
You're right. I missed it. Good
Yep.
work.
This
Oh,
is
we've seen
that
Oi.
was an unfortunate miss in terms of the safety error that he wanted.
So he just rolls this forward, shoot the 2 on the same side.
Yeah, it's a good shot there.
2, 3. Yeah, he's out. I don't see any problems in these balls.
No, not at all. And it's kind of hard to even, to visualize a problem for either of these players whenever they have a rack like this.
Yeah.
At this level, they connect the dots real well.
Yeah. And once they get in line, they're not going to give it back.
Well, we've done our best to put the commentator curse on this rack.
Yeah. Well, he's still shooting, so it didn't work. And he looks
That's
he
right.
looks perfect.
Yeah, he's not losing any momentum at all.
What does it say on the back of his shirt?
Owl.
Oh,
It's
that's
one of his
Owl.
sponsors.
Sponsors, Owl Products.
Yeah, Owl Products.
And who's a cue maker?
Howl.
How they make tips? I know
They make
tips
cues
are
too.
pretty popular.
They-
But yeah, obviously,
Where are they from?
that's what he's playing with.
Another popular player who uses How tips and How cues is Mad Max Lecter.
Oh, okay.
Mad
very
Max
good.
Lechner.
Where's that cue made?
I want to
Asia.
say,
Oh,
yeah.
it's an Asian cue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he doesn't take any time.
He connects those dots in his head pretty quick, just as Chicken said.
Goodness.
There you go, 3-0. Naoyuki Oi leads.
You must think he's paying table time as fast as he's playing.
Like I said, he hears that matchroom beep.
Yeah.
You only get 30 seconds before you start hearing it.
He's flying around.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Naoyuki Oi drives out to a 3-0 lead. We do want to give a special mention to a few tournaments that are going to be coming up in the local area, not to mention Underdog Tournament. The Underdog Tournament 2, that's going to be happening in November, not to mention the Play for Shea. That, of course, is our local, our yearly charity event that is hosted for JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. It's in honor of one of Yale Billiards' employees, the late Shaylin Masella, who died at a very young age of 21 to juvenile diabetes. And this year we are looking to, last year we donated nearly $10,000 to JDRF. This year we're shooting for 12. Some of our top raffle prizes include a beautiful Jacoby Q is sponsored by Bart Remezi and Jeremy Perry. Just so you know, it's yes. While he's also sponsored by Predator, he was also sponsored by Howe at one point during the International 9-Ball Open a couple of years ago. If that sponsorship has changed, that is my lack of information. But I do know that at one time Max did shoot with at least Howe tips.
So what's he going to do here? Looks like if he tries to cut the 2 and he's going to scratch.
Yep, SVB as well, also somebody who is sponsored by How Tips as well. So you can see a lot of the top players are playing with those tips. They've quickly become one of the more popular ones on the pro market. And as you
How
see,
do you like them?
Oh, they play very well. I had one for a little while. They do play very well. And I see the pun that you just made.
Yeah.
Very good.
So what is he
Very
do-
good, Chicken.
Brock.
What's he
Oh.
trying to do?
I think he tried to go
Think
for
he
something
was-
here. He's going to get a little lucky.
I think he played I wouldn't think he played a 2-railer.
Nope.
No, that might have been a two-way that had
It hit
a
too
good
hard.
opportunity as a two-railer, but or he ends up
Yeah.
going for the bank and just misses it short. But either way,
Either way, he's out.
Yeah. definitely out there now.
So yeah,
No
everything.
obstacles.
Not really, unless he gets a little funny in the 6. As long as he's not a little funny in the 6. No, he hit it perfect.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, he's perfect. Thought if he'd have got a little bigger angle, he might have had a problem with the side, but he hit it perfect.
Just want to bump out off of that long rail.
I will tell you one of the upsides of seeing, the last time that I saw Oi play, was in the U.S. Open, and let me tell you what a treat that it was to watch him playing against Carlo Beato, and what a match too. I mean, that match really came down to the end. It was a grind fest all the way around. And of course, the last time that I saw Jeremy play was in one of the most recent Joss events as well, and he ended up winning the Joss event.
I think he's probably won more Joss events than anybody. I think.
He's definitely won a very good string of them. Oi, of course, taking a 4-0 lead here. So Oi really taking it to Jeremy. He's definitely piling it on quick.
Does it quick.
I will say this, Jeremy Perry, if you're ever curious about how tips, I do know if I don't know exactly where you live. Do you live in Connecticut, Jeremy? If you do, I know a guy who's got him, and I know a guy who'll put him on for you. He's reasonable, and he's a very good person for cues and cue tips. So if you live in Connecticut, I can put you in touch with a guy who can put one on if you want to try him. I know a guy who's got him. And currently seeing Oi playing, generally flawless pool. Couple of rolls. That 2-ball definitely helped. Jeremy, I could put you in touch with somebody. You can definitely chat with me after that.
Set that up.
Yep. I was curious. Were you trying to show me? Some type of random picture? I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
We can't see the chat.
Oh no, I got you covered.
Well, he might have a little problem here getting on the 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just a tad. I mean, the problem here. Although I'll be honest, if he can get underneath the 2 using just a little bit of draw, maybe come underneath, here, and go 1.
Yeah, but he's cutting it close.
And come out. I know that it's not exactly.
No, but your line
not exactly perfect, but
it made sense.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like the 2 goes only over here, right?
He just needs to get an angle to do something with it, and then after that he just has to figure out how the cue ball is going to be altered after it hits the 6. Oh, look, he's trying to break it. Well, that might be his first real error.
Tim, I think he can make it.
It might pass.
It looks like he can get by the 6.
Possibly.
Close.
It's going to be a tough shot. We'll take it down on a long angle and see if it shows. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's really dicey.
That angle doesn't look good.
I see there. I don't know if I really like going for that one here. You're probably going to see some type of defensive play here. You've got good opportunities here with the cue ball. You could send the cue ball nice and soft, and just send the cue ball up into this area while sending the 2 up over here. You may end up having to send the cue ball longer so it really butts up on the 3. But
I think if it goes, he's going to shoot it.
Oh, for sure. If he's got an opportunity to go for the offensive shot, he's going to play it.
I was thinking if he can't, he could play the 2 like you said, only hit it harder so the cue ball comes 1, 2, 3, and puts the cue ball back up here.
Yeah, tries to land up back into this area, up into this
leave
quadrant.
The 2 down there somewhere near the rail. But it looks like he's aiming it. Nope.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to play the safety that you were looking for. See, Bobby Hunt, he drills it again. This is why we keep him in the booth. He knows the angles. He sees them. It's like lines on the table. Bobby plays virtual pool in his mind, except he's got all the cheat codes.
Yeah. I've been looking at these angles for a long time.
Yeah. It pays. It pays to have that one pocket prowess.
Jeremy really hasn't had a chance to get started.
No, but that's what you have to do to a guy like Jeremy. It doesn't make a difference what level you are. Well, if you're, it doesn't matter whether you're a 600 Fargo all the way up to a 850 Fargo. When you're playing a guy like Jeremy or playing a guy like Oi, you need to set them in their chair and not let them get up.
Is he going to try to feather this and come back with the cue ball?
I'm thinking maybe put the cue ball back where he is now.
Yeah.
Or is he just going to roll up on the 2 and try to use the 5 or 7 to snooker a little bit, hitting it real soft?
He could feather.
That's how much of the 2 he can hit.
He feathered. Oh wow!
I don't think he's gonna like this.
Oh wow! That ball found a way in the hole like it was a bucket.
Yeah.
Well, that's trouble, to say the least.
Well, and there's nothing holding him up here.
Yeah, there's a good chance that you'll end up. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a good chance you'll end up seeing Jeremy at the Joss events coming up. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. He did. Of course, he is now the father to a beautiful baby girl, and congratulations to Jeremy. For those of you who didn't know that, so everybody out there, please give a nice congratulations to Mr. Sossei on becoming a dad. And he'll have the opportunity to come and play in some of these events. Of course, he's always a stalwart at the Joss events.
I see Andy Gow has commented.
Yes.
How come he's not here?
Andy, I'm not sure. Andy might actually be out there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's a good shot by Oy. And it looks like he's going to be
Yeah, he's fine.
another rack ahead. That'll put him up 5-0. But don't count Jeremy out. I mean, we've seen these runouts before where you go 5, 6, 7 ahead with one player, but these guys are capable of stringing together 8, 9, 10 at one clip. So
Boy, sure makes it look easy.
yes, he does. He's been playing a lot lately,
Yeah,
so
once
it's
he
no
gets-
surprise to see him running in full gear.
Once he gets in line, he doesn't get out of line.
Oy, of course, now currently in top form.
Yeah, and I'll say on that point, Oy is a full-time sponsored pro player.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's likely doing 8-10 hours every day on the pool table.
Yeah.
Jeremy has a family. He's got his new baby girl Emerson, as you just alluded to,
Yep.
and so you know he's not getting as much sleep as he was a few weeks ago.
No, but that being said,
yeah.
Jeremy has made a commitment to try to get back into some of the big events. He did go play in the World Championship for the first time in a little while.
Yeah.
He probably would have played in the U.S. Open were it not for his wife going into labor.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He told me he drove 11 hours yesterday.
no
Got
kidding.
home, he slept 2 hours, and then the baby woke up.
Really?
So yeah, he didn't get a lot of sleep
Oh,
last
poor
night.
guy.
And he needs a lot of sleep.
Yeah, he was out competing in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
And so was Oy. They both drove
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh, what does he
Oy
do
had that
here?
break. He's a little tied up on the 3-5. You see up
Yeah,
here, this
that's
is going to be the big problem ball right here.
Yeah, I think I'd be ducking right now. No sense risking anything on a one if you're not going to get out.
Yeah, it just depends on what he can do. I mean, if he ends up making the one, it's not like the one leaves a great shot here, but if he could find a way to get the cue ball just about where the one ball is, he leaves himself a great opportunity to actually bust into that, but
Yeah, that's
it looks
the
like
way
he's
he
playing
played.
safe.
Yeah.
If he could have got a blocker, that would have been helpful, but
Yeah, just overcooked it a tad.
I was thinking when he did that, he might even be trying to ticky into that
Break it up.
3-5, maybe move him around a little bit.
break it
Yeah.
up.
And just because the one ball was safe.
Judging by the speed that he played the one ball, though, that might have been a little overly ambitious.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to control two balls, especially the speed, when you have a window of a ball and a half to really lay
And if he
the
overhit it,
safe.
he might have scratched, so he
Mhm.
probably was just being careful.
Yeah,
So we
God
can
God forbid he hits the 5 first and then it goes in,
I
or hits the 3.
I think Jeremy hits the left side of the one and tries to put the cue ball over here behind the 7. Let the 1 bounce into the 5.
That's it. Look,
Doesn't allow-
it's delicate though.
Yeah, but I don't see much any easier.
He's cueing it down
Yeah,
like he's gonna play for the 2 here.
That's what. See, I think what he wanted though was when it came off the rail, it would hit the 4 and stop. You know,
That's,
hit it a little bit.
that's trouble for him.
So is he going to take on the combo or carom here?
Well, no, I wouldn't think so.
Duck it?
I would think he'd look to duck, maybe overcut the 1 and try to leave the cue up by the 3 and the 5.
Yeah, take another pass at
Because
those
that's
balls.
that's a tough combination from
Yeah.
there. And I think it is. A 2 isn't hanging.
I think if he leaves it smooth, the 2's not really hanging in the hole, but as long as he can get enough of the 2, he just wants to hit it on the left hand, anywhere on the left hand side of the 2 is pretty much
and
good.
he'd probably make it.
to not lose the
So,
one.
I mean, the other thought too is the carom. You know,
Yeah,
it's
the
a funny,
carom-
you know, a
the
thin
looks
carom
like
here
it's-
is more than enough.
And you'll control the one ball.
Yeah,
To
you
the
make
other
it,
pocket,
you
the other
minimize
corner.
the movement of the one ball and leave yourself a chance to possibly leave a nice angle. If he can get the one ball, you know, develop the one ball to say like right here and just hit the 2 full, he leaves himself a beautiful angle. Oh, he ends up just playing it up table. He might be baiting Jeremy here.
Yeah.
Well, that 3 ball's going to be a problem for somebody.
You think
Yeah.
maybe he was trying to bank that and hold it for the 2? 'Cause
Maybe.
if he did, he would have had a shot from the 2 to the 3. He just maybe hit the bank badly.
Maybe my only thing is
I don't know.
this shot feels like a trap if he makes it
Well, it's
because
gonna be tough. Yeah. How do you keep a cue ball?
well, how do you get to the 3 ball? What do you do after you make the
Yeah,
2?
you
You're
have
forced
to-
to duck up on the 3.
Well, he might be able to get to the short side of the 3. I know that's way ambitious,
Oh, that's
but
really tough.
yeah,
Looks to me like he's playing safe.
just cross over.
I think so. Only thing go wrong in the crossover if the one were to hit the 3. No,
He played tight. Wow.
Wow. Interesting.
I think he was trying to make it. Or was he
Had to be.
I was trying
Yeah.
to hit it that badly.
Had to be trying to make it
Oh,
because there was no safety in mind with that shot.
well, I thought maybe he maybe hit the one trying to get it on the top.
Oh,
rail.
to get under the 7.
I mean, because he hit it so far off,
Mm.
and I don't expect Jeremy to ever hit a ball that far off.
Like I said, I was watching him practice for 15 minutes. He didn't miss one ball.
No, that's my point. That's why I thought maybe he was trying to. So what does he do here? Try to get to the bottom rail? Down
Yep.
there?
Try to get to
Yeah.
bottom rail so that when he hits it, he can
Yeah,
go
going at the ball.
up table and come at the ball.
Yeah.
The only key there is just don't hit the 5 full. Oh
He
wow.
tried to break it right there.
Well,
Well, that
that
just
was-
punished him.
That was I didn't see that.
That's Oi's
I guess
probably second mistake.
Wow.
you know what he must
Second
have been
real
thinking? He must
mistake.
have been thinking, I want to give myself 2 chances at that
Yeah, but
breakout.
the other way I like better because even if he doesn't break it out,
You have a
he would've
safety
He would have been
ready
right
to
next
go.
to the 3.
Yep, and you could have locked him on this.
I think Jeremy's going to come in like 3 rails here to try to get the 3 from behind.
Sure, he's going to do the shot that Oi wanted originally.
I
When he
think
left
so.
The ball up there. Well, let's see where he puts it.
Well, whatever he does will be right. And he won't rush.
That's what they say. That's the one best part about it is, you know, when you're a player, it's hard to tell yourself that the shot you're playing is wrong.
So, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you,
And it's even harder for us to tell it, you know, to accuse him of playing the wrong ball.
well, yeah.
This will be interesting to see what he plays here. I'm just curious if he's gonna try to get behind the 9 or if he's gonna really, you know, play it. Oh,
Look
look
at
at this
this.
one rail, a lot of
Look
spin.
at this.
Hits it just about
Good
as
hit.
full as can be.
Good
and,
shot, Jeremy. Good shot.
And after that, Jeremy Sossei looks
Finally.
really saucy.
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll finally
this
get to see him play a little bit.
Yeah, this is his first really good opportunity
Yes.
at the
Yeah.
table.
He's been kicking for 5 racks.
Yeah, but this is what pro players, you know, they condition themselves for it. This is like mental. All the mental preparation is what goes into that. Getting sat in your chair for the first 5 racks, not being able to see a ball, and then you get up and actually have a real opportunity to run the rack out, and you know now you get to go up there and show your stuff. Oh, he's a little goofy. He's fine. I lied.
Yeah.
It looks weird when the ball doesn't want to fully stop.
I would have, because I think he would have probably been playing for the other corner, but he came out good.
You see, he's not going to move the cue ball much.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, down 5-0, you might see Jeremy work himself into a very minimalist style.
Well, I think that's what he does
Yeah.
by design anyway.
He really tries to make it simple. And Oi looks good at the table though when he runs out.
There you go.
There
Good
we
shot
go.
there by Jeremy.
Perfect.
So does Jeremy.
Good, Jeremy. We haven't got to see him much though.
Yeah, well, you'll get your chance after this because he's two balls away from putting the first rack on the board, and that'll give him a chance to go up there and show us a little bit of pizzazz.
Get to see his break.
Yep, which is deadly. That's just a spoiler alert for you.
All right.
Jeremy
we have a beat
Sossei
for
is definitely
Jeremy.
a student of the break, and you're going to get to see it in rack number 7.
I'll tell you what, and the thought about Jeremy and his break for forever has been, if you take a look at this guy and his stature, you wouldn't think it, but this guy breaks like King Kong. He
Oh,
really
yeah.
does. Now, he may not choose to. He may have a different plan he worked out with his practice routine,
Mm-hmm.
checking out what break is most effective today. But when he needs it, the guy can demolish the rack.
Yeah, he looks like David, breaks like Goliath.
Oh, yeah. No,
You know?
it's like a cannon.
Mm-hmm. He generates quite a bit of power for somebody who is relatively shorter in stature than most tall players. You know, like very, very tall players like 6'2", 6'3", you have a lot of leverage to work with. Jeremy is just a tad shorter than that. I want to say he's what, about 5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, and I
give
don't
or
think
take.
I don't think it's as much to do with his height as it is.
Yeah,
how
he's
much-
got great mechanics.
He's like the 98-pound guy that's breaking like King Kong.
No, he's
If
got
you look
great
at somebody
mechanics.
like Bustamante, what is he, like 5'6"?
Yeah, he's
5'5"?
actually Bustamante's super short.
Yeah, and he was one of the best breakers in the history of pool.
Mm-hmm. Definitely one of the hardest.
I think the timing's so good when they hit the ball.
By the way,
Jeremy's
if
having
anybody ever studied, yeah, he was trying to work out a good rack.
Yeah,
If
he's
anybody
trying
ever
to make sure
studied,
that everything lines up the way he wants it to.
if anybody ever studied Bustamante's break, you'll notice that when that guy was letting loose, he was actually kicking himself in the behind. He would be leaving the table, on his
Oh yeah,
follow through.
with his leg kick, he'd
His foot
be
would
aerial.
smack his behind when he breaks.
There we go. Jeremy is settled on the rack that he wants to break. Rack number 7 coming up. Jeremy Sossei to break. I believe he's going to be going from the left-hand side. That's what he was doing in practice. We're going to give you a nice long angle to take a look at it. You're going to get to see this one up close and personal. There it is.
Jeremy got a new break here.
Yes, using that BK
BK
Rush.
Rush, yeah.
He's definitely using that sponsorship by Predator well. $140 people watching the stream as we see Jeremy Sossei down 5-1, but he's on the run. You're going to see Jeremy here. He's going to be going for what looks to be some sort of defensive posture here. I believe if that's not the 4, that is the 1 ball. So
Yeah, I think he's going to have to roll
he's
it
gonna
over there and
take
try
a-
to leave the cue ball over here behind the 5.
yeah, he'll take a defensive posture on this one, I think. I would say something along the lines of keeping it somewhere in this quadrant right here. And let the cue ball kind of 1, 2, and lay up in here somewhere. If he can hold the ball. Be a scary thought to see him try to play any type of carom off the 5 here.
Is he? You think he's crossing
Maybe.
the cue
No, I
ball
think-
over?
I
No,
think
he
he'll-
might be, may even be
I think-
coming, he may even be thinning the one here.
I think he'd
that's what
put the
think.
1 over there and try to leave the cue ball over here behind the 5.
That's exactly
It
what
would
I'm
be a
thinking.
He's going underneath here.
That way you don't risk anything.
That's a good shot.
Is he going to play the real soft shot here?
That carom does look pretty good though, Tim.
Yeah, just it's a scary thought of
Okay,
even
so-
wanting to play it. Oh,
Yeah,
he utilized the
Extended it
2.
further
Look
and
how
did
nice
a
he
good
hit
job.
that. Nice shot.
That's a very pretty shot to utilize the 2
Yeah.
ball as a stopper.
That was a nice shot.
Now, does he have any edge?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think that he does, because the one edge that he would have, I think, is cut off by the 9 ball.
Yeah.
The 9 might
So
have
this
as
should
well.
be full. He's probably going to have to come off this back rail, play some sort of.
Can we see that other view?
Yep, we can actually. You ask and you shall receive, my friend.
Okay, he had to kick.
Hit that pretty good.
Oh, did he get enough of it? I think he did.
Did he leave him a
Did he leave
window?
the window like a
I think
barn
so.
door?
Looks like it.
Yeah, looks like Jeremy's going to have a shot at this.
In honor of our friend Billy Anderson, it looks like the Anderson window.
So that's
He's
a
got
wide
it.
open.
Yeah, he does.
Renewal by Anderson, is it? We bring our good friend Mike DeShane into the mix.
Oh, right, yeah, that's right.
So he's got to get the cue out of the center of the table to get on that too. You don't want to get too close because the 3 might have you snookered.
Yeah, I think all he needs to do is just get down to the second diamond here. You know, he's not going to do anything
Just
crazy. He just
he's
wants.
tracking
Yeah,
pretty
he's
Get to the
beautiful.
middle, yeah, just so he doesn't get behind the 3. Hit it perfect.
Yeah, he got maybe about 2 diamonds further than I expected. I figured he was going to be somewhere in this area.
Anywhere's out there, that's a 3.
That's fine though.
Yeah,
He's
so
got.
does he have enough of the 2 to slide under the
Oh
3?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's got plenty.
Good.
Just might have to use a bridge though. Just makes it a little. Oh, he's got.
He's
an
going for the
extender.
extension.
I
Yeah,
see that putting it on.
he's been using the. He of course uses the a beautiful older style extension. That extension, the one that screws on to the bottom of the butt, but it has like very nice soft cups on the inside as to not damage that beautiful Southwest that he uses.
I haven't seen those bridges. I mean, those.
Yeah,
extenders in a while.
they've been around a long
Yeah, but
time.
I haven't seen them in a
It's
while.
you can't find them. You can't.
No.
They're hard to find.
Well, just roll this in.
You know why he uses that?
No.
I'm going to take a guess. Well,
Go for it.
And it makes total sense.
Ah.
Because Southwest is one of the few cues that does not have a screw in bumper.
Oh, yes.
Let me rephrase it. The
Yeah.
bumper doesn't have a metal screw with a tap screw.
Yeah, that would.
They have epoxy. If you ever take a
Oh,
bumper,
no! Are you kidding me?
How did that happen?
Oh, he just overcut it just a tad. I think he was expecting the cue ball to. I think he was expecting the pocket to really accept it, and these pockets don't do that.
I didn't expect that.
No, I would have anticipated that ball to go in all day long.
I don't think Oy was expecting to shoot either.
No, but that's a big rack. I mean, that kind of cuts the momentum,
6-1.
cuts his legs out from under him. You know.
Yeah, like see, Jeremy would have been 5-2 with the break.
Oh,
It
yeah.
definitely looks a lot more
Closing
sporting.
the gap, and this is an easy opportunity for Oy to go up another bead.
Noy's not going to have too much work here. This is a tad. It's a tad touchy because he has to come under the 7 here, but.
Would he hit like a center right and try to get above the 7?
Yeah, try
I'd be
to
afraid.
center it. As soon as you hit it with center, just try to hit it center so it comes out here, and then let the right take
A little
it.
bit, because if
Yeah.
not, he's going to bump right into that 7.
Yeah, as long as he hits it right. I mean, even if he just follows up, he very well could just follow forward too, hit here and just kind of come out up here as well. You know, giving what could be overly simplistic view, but yeah, that's about what he wanted.
Stop. Man doesn't make any mistakes, does he?
No, he definitely has the mechanic, the shots that he wants to play and the mechanics that he wants to use down pat. 155 people now watching the stream. Again, you guys are seeing top level action for absolutely $0, and that's just how we like it. We love free streaming. We love being able to provide these matches to you. Jeremy Sossei facing a 6-1 deficit now against Naoyuki as he takes rack number 7 after an unfortunate mistake by Jeremy. You guys are coming in just about 1/3 of the way through. If we do go to a hill thriller, about 25% of the racks possible have been played. But right now, it's looking all Oy here on table 8 at Yale Billiards. So, again, if you guys are liking our content, you guys are liking what you're seeing, and you want to help support free streaming, by all means, we have three links below: PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. All of these are useful links to drop even the smallest of donations. Any donation is greatly appreciated and generously accepted, as we are always using that to further our interests in the pool world and further our ability to bring you top level content like this right here on the Shark Stream. And we thank you very much for that. Rack number 8 on the way, as Oy is going to get started very shortly. Do want to just double check to see if maybe the players are potentially taking a break. Just in the meantime, while we have the opportunity, I'm just going to keep an eye on that. I just want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors and just show them really quickly. Of course, our title sponsors and all of our top level local sponsors all around the area. And rack number 8 now coming with Oy on the break for the left-hand side.
He hits every break good.
Very consistent.
Yes.
That's trouble.
I don't think he's going to jump that left-handed. I would try to push it to the short rail, leave it frozen right on the rail, so he can't get to the bottom of the cue ball. Because I don't see much else.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see,
yeah.
you're going to see something along those lines. He
Yeah,
just
I would
doesn't. He
think
wants
so.
to make sure that if he leaves it, he leaves something along the lines of a 2-rail kick rather than anything else.
Just got to get the cue ball on the rail when he's done.
Because if he ends up leaving, anything harder than that kick, Jeremy might end up giving it back, and then always going to have to consider what he has to do to hit that ball, which I think is what he's calculating. What if I end up pushing it just a tad too far? How far am I willing to go?
I think, is he looking to push it for a jump shot, maybe?
That has been the going.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's the going. That's the going rate for pros nowadays, is to push to the jump. They know that the other player may not be apt to jump and give it away. Bless you.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Excuse me.
Bobby did everything he could to not
That's
sneeze very loudly.
I didn't want to shark anybody.
You sharked me.
Yeah, sorry, Brian.
That's okay.
One thing I like, if you chose to, you could do a 3-rail kick here from behind. If you get behind that one, you can kick the one up table and the cue ball. If he feels he has to. Yeah,
We're going to see him push to an open shot.
Well,
So you're going to see Jeremy get up now with an opportunity to
Yeah.
possibly do something back here.
Yeah, there's no way Jeremy gives this back, but
Oh,
he's gonna
no.
have to come up. He's gonna have to come up with something good because he's got to slow down Naoyuki.
One of the shots I like here is just kind of butting up against the 8. It almost feels like a waiting move, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a shot that guarantees you don't give something up. You don't give something crazy up.
Is that the 8?
Yep, that's the 8 ball. So
I was thinking. I was thinking maybe he kicks behind the one. You know, try
Yeah.
to leave the cue ball and put the one up top table.
separate.
possibly,
And that
yeah,
way,
because he has
one
that big
ball-
cluster
And
there.
the cue ball goes back down to the short rail, but
He could send it
Can't
toward a
quite
lot of
see-
blockers.
can't
if
see
he-
what he's doing.
If he can dig in that
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Just a
play the
simple
one rail.
one.
Oh my goodness,
Special
that
window.
doesn't work.
did he?
I don't think that works for him.
Well, I don't know if he can make it in the
Well,
side.
I can't tell you.
I'll be able to tell you.
From
Yeah,
there,
that does
it
go.
looks pretty good from there.
Yeah.
That ball goes.
Okay, so it leaked out
The
some.
problem is he might have a little trouble getting on the 2. 'Cause that's if he hits it hard, it's going to deflect a little towards the 6.
If he just lets this go with if he lets this go dead weight enough to get by the 9, he should be able to come back out dead straight here, off of the rail, and leave him shot a shot on the 2.
A lot of traffic down there.
Oh, he ended up hitting it.
Yeah.
He tried to hit it dead weight, but he ended up hitting it closer to center, and that put a little more, put a little bit more right hand of put a right hand component on the ball.
I think he's going to leave the cue ball behind the 9 and the 2 up by the 4 ball. You know, let Jeremy figure it out. On the other hand, he's at 6-1. He might go for the side to start taking.
Maybe Oy, like Jeremy, Oy is a pretty principled player. I
Well,
think
then
you might see him.
I think he'll duck
You
then.
might see him duck if he
Yeah.
can. You know, he's gonna try to keep Jeremy in the torture chamber. He knows that if Jeremy gets up there and catches a gear, he could be in trouble.
Can Jeremy, you think?
He might have a piece of
Can
that
he get
ball.
by that ball?
Yes, he can see it, and if not, he's gonna go up
Yeah.
because I already see him going for jump cue.
So he's going to jump the edge then, yeah?
Yeah. Question is, will he go for long jump cue or will he go for
He's only got to get over
full
the,
jump?
get over the edge.
I think he's gonna go. You see him going for
I
jump
would
cue
think
here.
he would jump it and try to 2-rail the 2 back to almost back where the 9 is.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the
Now, from
jump
this
cue
angle,
extended too.
Yeah, at this angle, it looks like he's got it. It's a lot more snookered than I thought.
Yeah,
this
so he's
is-
jumping like a
Yeah.
quarter ball.
This is the full
Yeah.
air rush.
Yeah, I thought it was the edge.
It's definitely the full air rush here. He's gonna go up and over the top. There's a shot by Jeremy Sossei. How about you just? Oh, I was gonna say, how about you just jump, bank it in, but not so much.
He didn't-
Wow,
didn't-
that came so close.
He didn't call it.
Well, that wouldn't. I don't think it would have mattered in this case. It wasn't the 9 ball.
Oh, it didn't
That
fall.
ball
I'm
does
sorry.
fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
It didn't
thought
fall.
there,
Yeah.
I thought it fell.
Nope. It hung up in the pocket. Unfortunately. That's unfortunately going to leave. Unfortunately for Jeremy, that's going to leave Oy with a chance here. And that little nudge on the 6 that helped out.
That might have helped a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He's
that
probably
slowed
going
the
into
ball up.
balls.
I think he shoots this in the side and lets cue ball 2-rail.
Come up top,
Right,
2
right.
rails, yeah.
Will come right at the 4 into the other side. See what I mean, Brian?
Yep.
Goes short, long, and goes right at the shot. It looks like he's aiming at drawing it a little bit, though. Doesn't look like he's going to draw it.
It does.
So maybe he's going to play the 4 in the same pocket. Oh no, I was right.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, I was right the first time. So is he? So he's going to be a little funny on the 6, I think.
Yeah, I think all he has to do is just follow it forward because
Yeah.
the 7's got so many options.
Yeah,
You know, even if he comes all the way to the top rail and comes back out, there's no real bad way to get on the 7 here, unless you get nestled up to it. That's a great shot by Oy though.
He should have. Whoa,
Just
wait
get
a
up
minute.
there. Look at that.
He sure doesn't take much time.
He's fine though. I mean, that's a great leave for where he wanted to be.
Yeah, play a soft speed shot here. And
Yep.
it should be perfect on the 8.
He
Yeah,
just
it's
wants
very-
to get draw it a little bit so you get to take the side pocket out of
Yeah.
it. I think he would have liked to been a little straighter though.
Yeah, because now he's going to fight the angle to
A
the
little
9.
bit, yeah.
But I think he could just drag draw it to the side pocket a
He'll be
little bit.
fine.
Yeah, he's good.
There you go. Doesn't waste much time.
Yep, not at all.
All right, 7-1. Naoyuki Oi.
Yep, there we go. So now Yuki Oi takes rack number 8, and slowly but surely,
You'll have to check that out. I can't read nothing.
Yeah, it's just George Sossei mentioning how they both had to drive from Ohio yesterday, so they're both a little tired.
Yep.
I think you got to add into that Jeremy had a new baby when they got home. He didn't get much sleep last night.
Right.
all right, 161 Sharks on the stream, watching live. We are so happy to have you here as
That's nice.
Naoyuki Oi breaks rack number 9. He leads 7-1. Again, breaking from the left-hand side.
Every one, he's got that cue ball going right over there. And the one's been coming over this side.
There you go.
Looks like he's going to be out this time. Just got to get on the 4. I think you just cut it in with a touch top right and just come straight to the center. Off the
Yeah,
second,
that's what it is. Yeah,
off the
just
second rail.
come right through the gap
Yeah.
there.
Just set up
That's
for a
just what he was
shot.
looking at.
Table leaves you.
Oh, that's
No,
all
he's
right.
good.
He's perfect.
Really perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
He was worried for a second. I think he
Yeah,
looked at
I
it.
think
You
he
saw
thought
him
he
kind of
mi-
get up and go, wait a minute.
Yeah, I thought he missed it.
Yeah, you saw him get up and say, I don't like this shot so much.
You know, perfect.
He's
Yeah,
fine now.
Now he's going to be out in about 30 seconds. 34 seconds.
Yeah, it's a long time for him.
Yeah, somewhere in that shot he's taking an extension.
So Tim, are you familiar with Owl products? Because I'm not, but I've seen
I
him
am
wearing
not,
that
but I can
shirt
tell
for a
you
while.
this. After this matchup, I'm definitely going to get familiarized with them. I'm curious. He's got me thinking.
Must be an Asian thing, right?
It might be. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard about him over here.
Here we go. Oi on the 7.
Anybody in the chat familiar with Owl products?
He's perfect.
Yeah. This will be another break and run for the another break and run for the stream.
I'd like to order a pair of eyeballs for them.
You'd never miss another bank. Here we go.
Is that a comment on the Asian people having better eyesight, Brian, than us?
Oh my God.
That's a comment on Oi having better eyesight than us in terms of this game.
Boy certainly does, but owls in general, don't they have those big, terrific looking eyes?
Oh yes.
They could see in the nighttime. Okay, well, Naoyuki has gotten past the halfway point,
Quickly.
and quickly. Yes.
Not even an hour.
Yes.
They played
We are
9 racks.
currently 59 minutes in, and Naoyuki Oi is up 8-1 on the break, going for 2 in a row after an unfortunate miss by Jeremy.
And he has a starting shot, and nothing looks like it's
but
in trouble, right?
well, the 2 ball.
The 2 ball's a little
2
weird.
ball's right behind
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Behind the
Yep.
6, so he's
Yep.
going to...
Okay.
If he has an angle at all, I assume he's going to go to the short rail and bounce towards it. And I think... Well, actually, last time I thought he would play safe. He went for it. Remember, and scratched. So
I know Steve Abernathy would draw into perfect position short side.
Steve would already shot it.
And already
You
shot it.
never know. Oi may do this. Oi may do
Yeah,
the
he's-
same. There's not many avenues to get to the 2 here, and I really don't think he wants to just let this shot go. You know, you can see him there. He goes for.
Played safe.
It
Nice
was-
shot. Nice
That was one of those. That's
Nice
a
shot.
see. That's a phenomenal 2-way shot in a sense, though. Because what if that 1 ball goes in? Look where he is.
Oh, he's still
know,
in business. Yeah.
It's exactly like you said once. If you're going to play a 2-way, get position on the next ball. It's just a matter of finding that innovation. You know, sometimes especially as a player that doesn't play as well. A lower skilled player doesn't see those avenues. Sometimes you got to look at every shot. It might look weird when you're playing it, but it has a purpose.
What's he trying to massage around this?
I don't know. That's
like
tough. We're gonna see if he's actually going for jump
is that
cue
his
here.
jump cue?
It looks like jump
It
cue.
looks like a jump cue. You're right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't think if he hits this, he's not missing this one. I don't
No, he's a
think.
favorite to make it. He
Ow!
didn't make it.
Ball fired
I
in.
don't think he wanted to make it though, because he would have never gone on the next shot.
He almost made the 5.
That's about as good as he could hope for.
He almost made the 5.
Yeah.
He almost got no justice on the 1. But
It looks like he got him on the one. So doesn't look like.
yeah, he's only got a piece of it.
Yeah, at the best.
CTQ, man, thank you so much for the update. I am a staunch Dallas fan, and very happy to hear of what happened there. Not to bring too much football into this, but thank you very much for that update. I wasn't able to check the score myself.
Is he going to try to feather the right side of that
Well, if he
one
could,
ball? Or
well, he must be aiming at it. Boy, that must be thin. And I think if he tries to thin it, he might break up the 2-6. So he's got to be really careful about that.
it looks like if he can feather it, he might be able to just go around those two
That'd
balls.
be awful
I
good
don't
shot.
think Oy has a choice but to kind of play this with a lot of top spin and let this ball try to sneak in there.
Oh, he had
Just
he
send
had
the
a
one
little
up
more of the
table.
ball, and he ends up getting some distance, no blocker.
That's not bad. That could be worse. It
No.
kind of leaves him in a very similar position to what Oy had before, just not as straight.
Well, I don't know that Jeremy's going to feel very adventurous right now, given the score.
Yeah.
I would think Jeremy would cut the 1 and try to leave it on this rail on this side and the cue ball behind the 3 on the other side.
Yeah, just separate
Try,
him.
yeah,
Long rail,
separate
long
him.
rail.
And the worst you do is leave the guy a bank shot.
Yep.
When the 2 is so tough to get on.
He's doing a lot of thinking about it.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good spot to land the cue ball here. I think that weirdly enough, you take and send the 1 ball to the left hand side and let the cue ball go 2 rails back up into this area, 2-3 rails.
That's a possibility.
It's a possibility you may be looking at. Yeah.
Just went down center
He
table.
just didn't go the exact route I was thinking. He sent the cue ball up instead of the 1 ball.
Yeah, this looks makeable.
Alvin Lamb, Dylan Tellier, thank you so much for jumping into the chat with us.
Hey, Alvin.
Very happy to have you here. Alvin, of course, a great player, a great student of the game, and somebody who is watching a lot of pool lately on the pro level. He knows quite a bit about his pros. I'm very happy to have him in the booth with in the chat with us.
Think he's going to spin this and try to break the 2 up? Make the 1 and break the 2? It looks like that's what he's aiming for.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
yeah, he tried, but now that's
Yeah.
a mistake for Oy,
Yeah, he did.
and
did it
that
for
leaves Jeremy in great shape.
Come on, Jeremy.
You see, he's gonna go for extension here, I believe.
Yeah, so that's why he's got that kind, because the
Protects the ball.
there's
Especially.
no way to screw into a Southwest butt. They have epoxy underneath the bumper.
And the other ones they have
No screw hole.
and the other ones that extend, they have they kind of go over the top of it, and you don't want to mess the finish
No,
up.
you could scratch that.
Yeah.
He's not going to scratch that cue ever.
He keeps that cue pristine.
Yes. he
Everything about it. I mean, it's not the only one that he owns, and he keeps those
does. So perfect.
beautiful.
He's fanatical about them.
Mhm. As should anybody who buys a Southwest B, because they're true works of art. They're just gorgeous, and they're definitely well sought after. Got to keep them as nice as possible for their collectability.
Well, I guess he's just going to. Is he going to stun it and try a little bit? Or is he going forward a little bit?
He's going to come under a little bit
Just
and
a little bit. Doesn't want
try to
go
get to
very
the center
far.
table. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness
whoa.
gracious.
Did-
Too much stroke.
I thought he would just roll to the rail and shoot 3 over here. That's what I meant about stunning it.
He's asking himself, what now? That's rough.
Well, you can try to kick it 2 rails out of the. Oh, he can. It looks like. Is he aiming to hit it or is he 2 rail and kicking it?
I'm not
Looks
sure.
like he's got an edge. No?
It goes 2 rails.
Yeah.
Just tries to kick up. Is he going to get beautiful on the... what a shot.
Good shot. Good shot.
Look at that beautiful play by Jeremy, though. He plays that so perfectly to get just enough speed to hide himself on the 5 there.
Yeah, but I know he's mad at
Always
himself
looking
for
at
even
it pretty.
needing it.
Yeah, he should have got out, and he knows that. Always looking at it.
I think if Roy tries the 1 rail kick, he's gonna have to put a little bit of backwards on it. Unless he goes into the 2nd rail.
Probably the 2nd rail. You bring in a scratch into play.
Oh, if you come underneath that ball, you're scratching.
Unless you're dead solid.
But that does help you to get separation.
And I wouldn't be hitting it.
Okay, he's going to
hit
hit
it firm. Oh, look.
Wow.
And that's how you
Good that
take
he
care of
hit it.
that ball.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Kick
Naoyuki
and a
Oi
bruise.
just said, I'm slamming the door on this rack right here.
Just set.
I'm not giving another chance up like that.
The speed and the draw shorten that one nicely.
Wow. We mentioned sometimes that it's hard for people to come and body this, and body table 8. And, we saw that especially when we watched Jeremy play in the Joss. He came up here and he made this table look very, very, very simple. And Oi is doing the exact same thing in this set. I can tell you right now, you don't see this kind of run-out pool on this table very often. Obviously you don't get, calibers of players like Jeremy and Oi in here every day, but that shot like that was something to behold right there.
I'll say this though, interesting, and that was an amazing shot. It
Yes.
really was. And the play is high level for sure. I'm pretty surprised, if I'm not mistaken, we've only seen 1 break and run.
So far,
And
2
this is-
actually.
Oh, there's been 2.
We've
Okay,
seen 2 by Oi.
By the way.
There it is. I almost put a 2 because I said 2. It's really 9-1. Naoyuki Oi closes out the 10th rack in his favor. He's won 90% of them so far. He leads 9-1 in this race to 15.
Well, and another reason I'm bringing up, I was going to lead into the fact about not seeing very many break and runs. Jeremy is well capable of stringing together racks, and if you can get an opportunity and just get the bugs out, he's capable of running off 3, 4, or 5 racks.
Oh, for sure. It's just a matter of can he get the yips out. Well, there you go. You've got
Another break.
another good break there.
Say hi.
How goes it? We have another lovely guest in the booth, Mr. Pete Genovese, former U.S. amateur champion. Pete Genovese.
So sorry I'm late for this event.
Oh, that's all
How's it
right.
going?
It's going very good.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have your VIP seat out there and you're enjoying it.
If there are any VIPs, I might get one, but otherwise I'm going to go get my 2 drinks.
Yeah. Go talk to Bobby.
All right,
You'll
guys.
know.
See you shortly.
Nice to see you, Pete. Pete Genovese is in the house. Anytime he's here, it's always a good time.
I believe-
True pool aficionado.
Pretty
as
sure he had
is.
two national amateur champions.
Yep. That's definitely a great player in his own right, and still a great player today. Coming out here to see two of the best in the area right now, especially Roy being in the area. Now he's one of the best in the area. But
Certainly.
at least see two top players duke it out. Oi is looking for break and run number 3
I get a
here.
little stroke on this one to get it back to the center. Oh, he has a lot of stroke. Look how nice he drew
Yep.
that.
Relatively effortless when you get to that level, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Oops.
5-6, I don't see any problem.
No, not at all. This is going to be it's just going to be nothing more than a stop shot. Let the cue ball stay there. It's natural angles for the 7, 2 rails at best.
He doesn't move that cue ball any more than he has to.
Nope. It's a good rule to follow. Anybody who's watching now, take those pointers now. You're seeing it up close and personal. You're seeing every little movement. That's what you. This is how you play true high caliber pool.
This I would have liked to have seen him about 2 feet closer. 'Cause he brings the side pocket into play now.
I think though when he plays this, you're going to
He'll
see
still
he's
be
going to
fine.
get down into here with that shot, and it's going to be nothing more than maybe a 7 o'clock shot on the cue ball. But when you lay that stroke on the ball, he might even go 3 rails around.
I think he might go back and forth.
look,
and
just
shoot-
back and forth, there it
shoot
is,
the
you
8
know.
in the corner here.
See, I'm thinking too complex.
Yeah, he makes it simple. And I don't like the forward side pockets any more than necessary. That might be the first ball he's not perfect on, the first 9 ball.
Yeah.
Every other one he's just been shooting stop shots.
This one for 10-1 to get to double digits first.
Goodness.
Naoyuki Oi now 10-1 up. The Clown Prince is making a gesture out of Mr. Sossei.
He's on cruise control for sure.
Oh, yeah. Does it so quickly.
I think if he gets one more rack, Jeremy's going to look to get some kind of a buyout.
That would be doable if these two were actually putting up any of their own money. But because we love our professional players here at Yale Billiards, we made sure that all the proceeds for this were not coming from their pockets at all.
And I'll tell you,
Either way, they're both going to walk away with something. And as soon as Bobby Hilton gives me the payouts, I will be sure to let you know what that is. I know he's listening out there. I texted him. I'm sure he'll send it to me at some point. But look at that, he just made a ball on the break again.
That's the 3rd time he broke, and the ball got kicked, and he looked like it was going to scratch, and it caught the point.
Mm-hmm.
Almost exactly the same.
Yeah, you see, the break has been almost a mirror.
Yeah.
You know, every ball, he's made a ball on the break every time. You know, you could tell he's going up there. He's laying the balls in the same way every time. Nothing crazy. Can
he cut this in without scratching?
Oh yes.
Or is he going to just duck?
He could definitely cut it in. Definitely cut it in without scratching. You know, we got a who's who of pool here. A who's who of local Connecticut pool in the area. You know, watching the matches as well, and I'm sure they're all really enjoying the treat that we're giving them out there.
How old is Oi?
Hmm?
How old is Oi?
He is, I want to say, no more than 35.
Are you
tops?
guessing?
I don't have an exact number. You know, I'm going to Google it because I'm curious.
Yeah, I think
You can Google anything.
I think you're pretty accurate because he's been on the scene for a good while.
Yes, but he also came on when he was very young. Do bear in mind that
Bobby said he's in his 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Early 40s.
Yeah.
no way. That couldn't be possible. 38 years. He's not in his 40s. He's 38 years old. That is coming from Google. He was born in 1983. Only a few years older than me. It goes to show I'm getting older than I think.
When were you born?
I was born in 87.
What were you doing in '87, Bobby?
I got a job.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I quit.
Is that one of those horrible years for you?
I was a mailman, and
He
then
was the mailman in 87.
And then I quit a couple years.
Probably
after
delivered my mail.
that. Well, if I did, I was a bad mailman.
All right, so I did just get hot off the presses the payouts that were coming in. Just so we know, the winner of this event will be getting $750, and the loser of this match will get $550. It was a $1,300 total purse between the VIP seating and all of the rest of the proceeds that came into this from our sponsors. So a big thank you to all of them. We're so very, very happy to have everybody here who is in on the stream. Thank you so much for that. We got 29 people on YouTube. That's got to be a record for us. Not to mention 154 people on the Shark stream on Facebook.
Yeah, if you could, guys, please, if you haven't done so already, share and like.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this up to 200 people before we get the match over with. Although I'll tell you right now, Naoyuki's not working by the hour here.
Yes, Kevin, it is Uncle Bobby.
Yep.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's Uncle Bobby Hunt.
He's been calling me Uncle Bobby for 25 years.
Yeah, we got him in the booth, Mr. Baccio. We'd love to get you down here to showcase some of your amazing artwork. I'll tell you, some of the pieces that you've got hung up here are absolutely beautiful. If you don't know, Kevin Baccio is an amazing artist, and he does all kinds of different scenes from the pool world. And if you want to know anything about his art, you can check out Kevin Baccio, message him directly. I'm sure he'd be happy to show you his portfolio.
And who else is an amazing artist with his cue this time is Naoyuki Oi.
Yes, 11 of 12 racks so far.
He's playing pretty flawlessly.
Yes, he is. And again, just before we go into the break here, we just want to give a special shout out to all of our amazing sponsors for making this possible, not to mention our title sponsors, Viking and Simonis. Break number 13 going to Naoyuki Oi. He leads 11-12. to 1. And again, that wing ball on the break, cue ball in the middle.
The one ball always comes over this side.
And this is the first time where he actually hasn't
You
seen
can't see the one ball.
something decent out of it. Probably the first time that his break's gotten away from him in 13 racks.
But obviously he's got to push.
Yeah, he's definitely. It's just a question of where will he land here to push. I mean, even if he just sends the cue ball back up table, this is where I think I find the most beauty in this game is the mechanics of the push.
Well, I wouldn't push that far, Brian.
So we've got Chicken up here. Where do you think you're going, Bobby?
About a diamond up from where Chicken.
You're going to be about a diamond up,
because
so we're going to get.
Chicken left him in a spot where he can play the 1-8 or play it safe.
That's supposed to be a B, by the way. I personally think that Oi is Oi is going to push up this direction, open the shot up, and allow Jeremy a chance to do something with it.
He's going up that way.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jeremy wants to do.
Look at that. Could I have drawn it up any better, guys? I promise there's no delays. We're not seeing this match ahead of you. That was a real-time guess.
That was perfect.
It's just with the 4 ball in the way, I just didn't see any,
No, there's nothing good anywhere.
Can he cut that one into the short rail and back down table, using these couple of balls as a blocker?
That's very possible.
Be hard to hold the ball.
I'll tell you, we got another celebrity in the chat right now, Lance Lascotti, the son of Kong. He's in the chat now. Very happy to have him here. One of 166 great viewers on the Shark Stream watching this match. And that looks like Jeremy is...
got the whole shot.
Yeah, he's got the ball.
Jeremy wanted a little bit more than that, and he's definitely not pleased with his layout now. This is going badly in a hurry for Jeremy.
Mike Keith, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're watching.
Great shot there. Goes forward, avoids the 4 ball, right back out in the center of the table, and back to work. Toughest shot here is from the 4 to the 5, and that doesn't really afford much difficulty.
Brian, Chicken, do you see this Mike Keith who says hi?
Yeah.
I have a nice thing to say about him. He paid for my daughter's wedding.
No kidding.
He was a sweetheart. We used to play 5 days a week for about 3 months. When it was over,
You're like the most evil person I think I know.
he came to my 60th birthday party, and I introduced him to my daughter. I said, "Honey, this is the man that paid for your wedding."
That's beautiful.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Mike.
How do you feel about it?
He's a sweetheart.
That's really great.
Jose Rivas, thank you so much for jumping in the chat with us. Oi on the 3 after the 4 ball there has laid himself just about perfect on the 5. He's a little weird, but
what's he gonna do with the 6? Try to play in the same pocket as the 5?
he might just come right around.
Yeah.
This might be the first time you've actually had to see him let the ball go a little bit.
Mike Keith, you're welcome.
You're welcome, he says.
He is a sweetheart.
Thank you, Mike.
Good on you, sir.
The guy's about 7 foot tall.
Bully for you. Yeah, there you go. He lets the cue ball out and
I was beating
So
Mike.
you couldn't push to the middle with him.
No, you couldn't. I once said something that upset him. Grabbed me by the throat.
oh goodness gracious.
Was it that he paid for your daughter's wedding?
That was very nice of him.
It was.
My son got married a few years later, so I tried to play him. I said, "I'm not paying for another wedding."
He's all done with that.
Boy, down on this 8 ball here.
Once, right?
Looking to make it 12-1, 2 balls away, and can you bet against him? I don't think you can.
Bet against the man at all.
No, this is one of those games where the more you watch it, the more the worse it seems to get. Unfortunately.
I didn't realize this man played this good.
Oh yes, that's one thing. Two or 3 years ago, and you've seen Oi over the last 2 or 3 years. Really, you've literally, if you've watched Pro Pool for the last 2 or 3 years, you have watched Oi's quantum leap occur right in front of your eyes. With every single event that he's played, you've just seen him get a little better, a little better, a little better every time. And it's really interesting to see where his peak is going to come.
He's a great player.
How many break and runs so far?
Three or
So
four.
far 3.
3.
Yeah, so far 3. There was a push out there, so.
Brian, you see Mike Keith mentioned, how's the horse, Bob? I invested in a horse. We lost $65,000. He seemed to get quite an enjoyment out of it.
It feels like he broke even in the long run.
No, I didn't think anybody remembered that, Mike.
So you must have paid some horse owner's
I-
kid's wedding. You must have covered that, right?
Oh, that was a
I guess it just keeps getting spread around in reality.
Kurt
Yeah,
Kobayashi, thank you
somebody
so
goes
much for
in
the
circle.
thank you so much for the well wishes on the stream. Thank you so much for joining in. Again, it's viewers like you that give us the desire to keep putting these streams together and keep getting these top players for you. And we got so much more coming down the pipe. And we're going to talk about that after this next rack is done. We'll stay right on the action here. We've got a what looks to be a shot on the 7 ball. He looks like, I don't know if
I
Oi is
think
attempting
he's-
to play safe here. Or,
Yeah, I would think he'd bank the one back up towards try to put the cue ball behind the 7.
I don't know. That 2 ball looks just.
This
That
guy-
2 ball looked a little
Yeah.
delicious.
And he went ahead and made it.
Oh.
And you may as well just call him Kid. Well, you can't call him Kid Delicious. That name's taken. But that's a great shot there by Oi. He still ends up getting a shot on the 2 ball. I don't think he's actually going to attempt the shot here. He just plays the safe.
He's
Oh man,
not giving this guy any air.
nope.
And you're not supposed to.
No,
Talk
of
about
course not.
putting. You talk about putting a boot on the head in the lake. You know. If you're gonna do it, that's the way to go. You gotta suffocate him.
What'd you say? The boot on the head? in the
Yeah,
lake?
boot on the head in the lake.
There's a nice
If
visual.
if a guy's in the lake, he's drowning. You're not gonna let him up. You got to put the boot on him.
Well,
You
hold on
know.
a second. I want to just say something.
I'm not saying that Oi.
Hold on, no.
Yeah.
You're always getting on to Bobby about being treacherous. that sounded somewhat treacherous to me.
I'm not saying that Oi. I'm not saying that Oi has a mean bone in his
I
body.
understand.
But veritably on the pool table, this is what Oi is attempting to do.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
that was
you
quite
see the
that was
visual,
quite
I
the
see it
visual.
too.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me a crazy man as long as I don't do it.
The boot on the head in the lake. God.
Blaine Barkus, thank you so much for joining in. I see you and Kurt Kobayashi know each other. Maybe you roll together.
Thanks so much, guys, for supporting, watching.
Yeah, we're very happy to
Really
have you on the
appreciate
Shark
it.
Stream. If you haven't followed already, please hit that follow button. Hit that notification button, and make sure you're getting putting yourself on those notifications instead of default. You're getting us on your news feed first, so that you can see all the crazy action that we put up here: local matches, regional tournaments, pro players from all over the world, as you're now seeing now. You know, it's all here on the Shark Stream just for you guys.
Beautiful.
Oh goodness gracious.
Oh, man.
It's just the little things, you
I
know. It's
thought
just
he
a
had
quarter,
it, man.
just a quarter point off every time.
I'm surprised he shot it.
Well, I think at this point he figures he's
Well,
got to get
maybe.
going some way. You know,
Because-
he's not been seeing much better than that.
But he
Yeah,
had
it was a great
he had
shot there.
save that he could have played.
He did.
But
He
I think
could've-
you're right. I think he's trying to force something now
Yeah.
because he's got to get up to the top of the table.
Yeah, you got to find some way to get back up on the
Yeah.
table and at least mount an offensive. And I think Jeremy tried to go for it there just to getting in there, but well, if you got to find something to keep the chat going, make people perk their ears up. I see it worked for you, Jeremy.
Perfect.
That's a good shot here. Just remember, if there's willful intent, it's not homicide. It becomes murder then.
How many times has he had this 8-9 range?
I'm starting to worry
Yeah.
about you.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry about Jeremy's chances in this set. Unfortunately, 13-1. Naoyuki Oi is running away fast.
Oh, yeah, he sees the finish line.
Oh yes.
That's for sure. Well, big kudos to Bobby Hilton and Yale Billiards for putting this on, and
Yeah, we're so
sponsors for
happy
making
that
it happen.
Nana Krawick really has everything to to accept in terms of accolade from this. If it was not for her reaching out on her own free will, And of course, being very fluent in Japanese as she is, she was able to reach out and connect not only with Oi's manager but connect with Oi as well. They had so much fun. Bobby, Mike Matthew, and Nana and her husband Joe had so much fun with Oi at the U.S. Open. And this entire week, we're going to be showing him a great time here in Connecticut. Kind of give him the opportunity to see, experience some of the food, the sights, the fun. They're going to go fishing on Wednesday. On Tuesday. They're going to go out on the Sound and go fishing. So they're going to have a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for her, I mean, the biggest special thanks go to her for putting this match on, because if it wasn't for her, I don't know if we would have been able to have him here, let alone even get to know him. He really is a great person. And, kudos to Jeremy for coming in on this match. I know that the match isn't over yet, but just wanted to say kudos to Jeremy for playing this match as well. He's always game to play just about anybody in the area. And that's one thing. It speaks to his heart all the time, because he has a ton of heart.
You didn't get to see a good sampling of Jeremy Sossei tonight.
No, not at all.
Sure.
If anybody was curious who Jeremy is, this is currently not what we typically see. But again, Jeremy has not had much opportunity to show off his flash and flair.
And in the few opportunities that he did have, in fairness, he did make some errors, and they were uncharacteristic.
Mm-hmm. If you do want to go figure out what Jeremy Sossei plays like, you can go to the World Pool Championship matches, and you can see some of the games he played against Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, because I'm actually hit that wrong number there. But you can go up, you can watch there. He played David Alcade and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, and you can see the matches that he played there, because he absolutely he throttled Sanchez Ruiz in the first match that he played him.
Alcade's a world champion, and,
yep.
and
World Pool Masters champion, yes, two-time.
And Ruiz, I think he has about an 820 Fargo rate.
Yeah, he's coming up on Alcade as well, and you see here, Naoyuki is now on the hill. So after 15 racks, we see Naoyuki Oi up 14-1, and you're going to be seeing rack number 16 here as Oi attempts to close this set out. Again, he is breaking from the left-hand side as he was. We're going to give you one more look. This is going to be Oi's last break regardless.
Timmy, I'll give you one more chance.
Every break the Cuba can and one ball come over the side.
Yeah,
listen, Chicken, you and I had a little wager on this, and I took Sossei, and I'm going to let you out for half right now. Go ahead, take the bet. You take the bait, please.
Yeah, of course.
I think this is.
I made no illusions as to who was going to play this match. I'm just happy to be in the booth and streaming it. Seeing two top pros like this is really an honor. And I'll tell you, Oi may close this out with a break and run, because how these balls do not look like they are at all troublesome.
No, there's no tie-ups, no obstacles. He's going to likely get out.
Is it 2 to the 6? Was that the 5 to the right? Must be the 5.
Ball?
We can shift it to the 5, yeah. So you made the 3 and 4 on the break.
Yeah, you see here, he's just taking a little extra time. The key ball is here. All he has to do is make sure that he doesn't get hooked on the 6 or the 7. If he can use the 7 as a blocker, that's going to be probably the end of the set. You see here, he's going to probably fire this in the side about lag weight. Try to just butt up on the 7 here. Oh, he just goes around, maybe wants to get on the opposite side, because why wouldn't you? Wow. Who would have saw that ball coming?
Little 46-yard line, right?
Yeah, definitely good enough.
Yeah, yeah.
The 6 doesn't go in the top pocket. He's got to do a little something.
No, but
to
you're
get out
gonna
of the 6.
you're gonna see here, and he's kind of in between.
Yeah.
I personally like this shot in the side and coming around for the 6 ball instead of playing on the 7 here. But I think he's probably going to go the opposite direction.
He's going for the corner.
Yeah, he's going to go for the corner instead. So this takes out my shot. Oh.
My goodness.
Well, it's not over just, as Sharkstream tradition would tell you, whenever somebody gets on the hill, it's very hard for them to close it out when they're on the hill.
Jeremy, this is your chance to shine, sir.
Yep. Could we see the run out and the 13 pack back? You never know. Either way, like I said, Oi has shot his last break. From here on out, it's either going to be Jeremy Sossei breaking the rest of the way, or the match is going to be over.
And Jeremy lost Cuba a little bit.
Just a tad, but at this point, just getting to the center of the table means an out here.
Oi is putting away his action breaker.
Yes, he is. He has found no more use for it in this set. It's done all the work it needs to.
You know where he sourced that action breaker?
I would love to know.
Yale Billiards.
Ah, no kidding. He bought it today?
Yeah, I don't think he had one with him for some reason. He bought it.
Isn't that something?
It's really great.
Jeremy Sossei puts another rack on here. 14-2, Jeremy Sossei will be breaking, and this set will go on at least one more rack. 161 people on the stream. I want to thank you guys so much for joining in and staying here. If you were here from the start, thank you much. If you came in the middle, I'm sorry you were late. You missed a little bit. And if you're just showing up, where the heck were you? That's all right. You're still welcome here, and we're very happy to have you. Jared Demalia, thank you so much for joining in. As you see, pool at this pace is enjoyable. I prefer pool at any pace, but, you know, at the end of the day, it really is very much an enjoyment to see players like this playing. As you can see, Jeremy is getting that rack ready. We're going to go to the overhead, off the overhead view for the break. And Dre Day, thank you so much for joining in. Anthony Petrozelli, Kelly Hodder, Brad Hamill. Very happy to have all of you in the booth with us, or in the stream with us. You can't be in the booth with us. There's just not enough room. 171 people seeing Jeremy down on the break, down 14-2. But he's on the break. You never know what might happen. And we got a ball down, a shot on the one.
Tough shot on the one. Got to use a bridge.
You know something? No, I think we're going to see Jeremy give it a go.
I've had a chance to bring him up. This is going to be the fourth time tonight. Steve Abernathy would probably just lean over the table and get this shot. He wouldn't need a bridge.
I'd lean.
We were joking around. They were wondering in the chat if they took the bridge away.
He stretched.
He's like a rubber man. He could stretch halfway across the table and make shots with his arms fully extended.
I mean, judging by how much Jeremy's thinking about this, I don't know if he's 50-50 on a shot. I think he's just saying, what type of defensive play would I like here? And that's got to be the most heartbreaking, is, you know, to get the break, be back up on the break here, only to have to play a safe.
Yeah, he might be playing this shot.
Yeah, maybe he has no choice.
Okay. He's
At 14-2, what do you just play it the way you should play it? And
well, he got what he wanted. I think.
yes, he did. He has hooked him on the 7.
Well, we'll see him jump this
Yep.
one.
You're going to see Oi here. Oi went immediately for jump cue. It wasn't even a question. Oi came out with jump cue in hand. That's a beautiful purple jump cue. I would love to know who makes that. Curious if that is
Kobe. Kobe jump cue.
Use as Kobe as an actual maker. Name of the cue.
That's it. Yeah, I asked him who's the cue, the jump maker.
Yeah, I was going to make a basketball joke, but
Oh yeah.
you know, now it doesn't lay as well with the name of the cue being Kobe. But if he'd made it, I would have said he drained it from afar. Call it 3 points. You know, that's Mamba mentality out there for everybody who's a basketball fan.
Well, did Jeremy have a shot on this? Well, I guess so. He's aiming at
He
it.
does have a shot on it.
Looks like he's got to go forward to get to the 3 on the other side. That's never easy.
Well, I think at this point, Jeremy's just happy to have a shot at it. Just to be seeing it, you know?
Yeah.
Man. Although, with that ball not going in,
Yeah.
you might see the,
I got a tickle.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, this might spell the end of this.
Doom?
Yeah, it might spell doom.
I could say this, I see the M starting to write on the wall. All I've seen is D, O, and O so far. But the M is about halfway written, I'd say.
I thought he was going to get out last rack.
As did I.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah, just, you know, he got a little weird on the 5, and the ball grabbed just a tad too much.
Is he going straight across for the 5 in the corner, or is he going to draw it out for the 5 inside?
No, it just comes across and gets out to the center of the table, fades the 8 ball, and there it is. 6 balls away. from roughly a $500 an hour effort with a $750 payoff coming after this match in about an hour and a half. That's all right, though. If Jeremy does lose, he does not go home empty-handed. He will pocket $550 for his trouble, and a sincere thanks for him coming out. Same as Oy also gets our sincere thanks for coming out, as he will be doing exhibition matches all day tomorrow with players just like you. We've all got sign-ups here. If you want to come in, it's very possible we might be able to squeeze you in. If you don't have an appointment, I cannot guarantee that we'll have the match, but you should definitely come down and check it out. Naoyuki Oy wins 15-2, and Oy gives a little whoop-whoop to the crowd. Maybe we'll get a little dance out of there. Who knows? You never know. But either way, congratulations to Naoyuki Oy, and a big thank you. If you could turn the house lights on, I'd like to bring us into the booth here for just a minute. Let's see if we can get us all into the booth here. So, how we doing? Just so you know, we have myself, Tim Levine, the legend Bobby Hunt, the Kickin' Chicken.
Hey, guys.
We're all in the booth, and we're very happy to have you guys here in the booth. So, what did you guys think about that match?
Boy, it's great.
Yes,
He shot really great. Yeah.
He never gets out of line. He only missed about 2 open shots.
Yeah, I mean,
Great. Jeremy never had a chance.
Jeremy had a couple of chances, but he just couldn't get started. And yeah, I'm disappointed because he's our hometown hero.
Yeah.
I know what his abilities and capabilities are, and it would have been nice for him to showcase for the fans.
yeah, I could say this. You know, even though the match looks, you know, lopsided, especially, you know, this match was a lopsided score by the end of it. At the end of the day, the match on paper is anything but. And, you know, you've seen Jeremy play, you know, recently and play very, very well. And it's, you know, today was just not his day. You know, he came down,
happens,
you know, got in the box anyway, and that doesn't matter. You know, kudos to him for coming out. Kudos to him for showing up and playing Oy regardless. I know that he's been rather tired lately. And again, kudos to him also coming down and playing, especially now that he has a beautiful baby girl at home that I'm sure he would love to go see. You know, and it's just great to have a player like Oy and a player like Jeremy be able to grace our doors and jump on table 8, and you know something, who knows, maybe they'll throw down another game, but that being said, I just want to give a special thank you to all of our absolutely amazing sponsors. Viking Q's, Simonis Cloth, our 2 title sponsors, 2 of the main reasons that we were able to keep this stream going. Also, all of our amazing local sponsors who have been with us since day one: Andy Gow, JJ Fishbein, Ben Strong, Wayne Harriman Real Estate, Mark Anthony Home Improvement, Connecticut APA, Agency One Group, Vaculease, K Morgan, KM Maintenance, Nick Marino Billiard Sales and Services, The Enthusiast Shine, Sigmaware, Modern Barbershop, Pool Table Magic, Mark Kalungian, Man Cave Memories, Master Billiards, Michael's Deli, Brandon Jacoby and Jacoby Custom Cues, his Connecticut dealer, Bart Ravezzi, The Great Yale Billiards, and if any of you have a small business that you would like to have on this page, by all means, let us know with the Shark Stream. And we do want to give a super special thank you here. We're just going to show it one more time as we have all of the players out there taking pictures with our photographer. And again, Naoyuki Oy wins 15-2. We have our links down there. If you guys enjoyed our content, please feel free to drop a donation. It is greatly appreciated. I promise you, it will go to a good cause. And we're so very thankful as all the players get the opportunity to go out there and get signed cue balls and pictures now with Jeremy and Naoyuki Oy. And we're going to go out and do that ourselves. So again, thank you so much. Just want to give you a little lockdown here. Even though we're not going to be right back immediately, the stream will be soon ending. I just want to give you an opportunity to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram as well. And again, thank you so much for joining the stream. We will be back with more content tomorrow as Naoyuki Oy and Sakura Morimatsu play challenge matches live on the Shark Stream for all of you at home. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream, and good night.